This is Bruce Boudreau, head coach of the Vancouver Canucks, and it's time for Clay's Canucks commentary live. Let's go with Clay right now.
Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to Clay's Canucks commentary live, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. I am Canuck Clay Emo, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take, for Sunday night, January the 15th. First of all, happy birthday to legendary Justin Credible. Appreciate you, your support, your friendship, and we'll find a way to at least recognize you a little bit more. I recognize you, but you know what I mean, a little bit more throughout the stream. But once again, everyone join me in wishing happy birthday to Justin Credible. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Moderators, thank you in advance. Members, legends, Hall of Fame and franchise members, thanks to all of you in advance. No, not just in advance. Thanks to all of you for everything. I appreciate you. And everyone else, no matter where you're watching from, whether you're in my beautiful neighborhood of Steveston in Richmond, in the city, Lower Mainland, province, country, continent, or around the world, thank you for being here. I know on a Sunday night that you could be doing anything else, watching anyone else, getting ready for school, getting ready for work, getting ready for bed, maybe all three at the same time. But the fact that you are here with me, I appreciate you so much. And I have a lot to talk about today. So let's get going. There's 40 of you in here. Let's get the likes up to about 20. You know how much I love that 50% ratio. I invite you to subscribe so you can get active in the chat section and so you get my videos every day. I invite you to like this video like I just invited you to do. I invite you to donate. Get that donation train out of the station. You can gift memberships. You can become a member. You can upgrade your membership. And you can definitely rate and review if you're listening to this on a podcast platform. But whatever you want to do, most important thing is to sub. I can't even say that. To subscribe and to get active in the chat section. I will go for the first 15 minutes or so. Actually, maybe a bit longer tonight. Maybe I'll go for about 20 minutes or so because I got a lot to talk about. Then I'll turn it over to you, answer some of your questions, and then time permitting, we'll get to some games. So we'll go for an hour tonight as opposed to the usual 30 or 40 minutes. And speaking of donation train, let's go. Legendary Lucas Gates with a big $20 donation. Choo-choo! That one lingered a little bit because a $20 donation does linger. Thank you, Legendary Lucas Gates. We had a win, but tonight, let's raise a glass to the great Gino Odjick. We lost today. I'd like to say like, sub, and become a member, but it doesn't seem right to say that. Let's raise a glass for Gino. Well, we can do both, Lucas. I agree, and I'm going to talk about Gino Odjick, so let's raise a glass for him. May he rest in peace. May God continue to bless him and his family and his friends. And I can still invite you to sub, to like, and become a member because that's not disrespectful. Life goes on, and but we can still absolutely honor Gino Odjick, which we will do in a little bit. So this is my plan. I'm going to tell you very quickly where I was this weekend. Then I'm going to talk about today's win. Then I'm going to pay tribute to Gino Odjick, and then I'm going to turn it over to a bunch of you. Then I'm going to cut off the podcast, the podcast part. Then I'm going to do something fun. Then I'm going to play the games, which are also fun. And then we're going to fit all of that in an hour for sure. And by the way, yes, Jasker, I was thinking about this. The Canucks have not put together a multi-game win streak since I've danced twice. I think they don't want me dancing. Maybe that's the issue right now with the team. No, I'm sure it goes a little bit deeper than that. But yes, I did notice indeed that I did not. I haven't danced in a while, for better or for worse. And Angus, I'll keep that in mind for sure when I get to my tribute to Gino. All right, let's go. This weekend, I was in Seattle with my lovely wife, Gail. Jacob bowled in an adult Swiss tournament. They're like 30 times 546 men and 4 women bowling, and it was an adult tournament, and it was a 5-man tournament, and basically a team of 5, and then you play against another team, and you basically go head to head, kind of like my Tuesday night league that I talk about. Head to head, number 1, head to head, head to head, head to head. So 5 guys go head to head, and whoever wins that matchup gets a point. And then if you win total pinfall for that game, you get 3 points. So 5 plus 3, total of 8 points up for grabs. And Jacob bowled very well. He did not win the majority of his matchups, but he bowled very, very consistently. He was awesome. And the team came in 7th, tied for 6th actually, but they lost out on a tiebreaker. So they came in 7th. So Jacob's team, it was all adults and then him. He was the youngest on his team by a good 10 years or so. So I was very happy for Jacob. Bowled very well in some very tough conditions against some very tough competition. Bunch of people recognize him from JR Pro Shop, which is really cool. It's kind of funny. Like it sounds like I'm bragging, but just as people recognize me at Canucks games, they recognize Jacob at the bowling alley because of his YouTube, and they recognize me at Canucks games because of my YouTube or my Twitter. So it's kind of funny how, depending on where we are, one of us may get recognized, which is kind of nice, I must admit. So it wasn't a distraction for him. He bowled very well. So that Gail and I drove down there last night, had some Chick-fil-A, went to mass, saw Jake bowl, went to mass, had dinner, went to bed, got up, watched Jake bowl, and then we drove up, and I just arrived about an hour ago. So that was Jacob's weekend. I was very proud of him, and I'm sure he's going to do more and more of these tournaments as he gets older. Now, the reason why I had you switch from the other stream, thanks to everyone who was there early, is because I set up that stream on my phone from the bowling alley, and I realized that I didn't set it up through StreamYard, which is what I usually use so you can see the banners and the graphics and blah 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 and the comments. So it was like 10:25. I was actually setting up the original stream, and I realized, oh dang, I don't even have this in the proper streaming platform. So that's why I started 5 minutes late, and that's why I asked you to come over here. So I hope that makes sense. So I said it was a long story, but really it was a short story. In essence, I set the stream up on my phone instead of through my computer on StreamYard. Jay, maybe, no, a few people have, it's funny. There are actually more people than I thought that watched So Help Me Todd. So they saw the boys on there. And Jasmine says, I would only recognize Jacob because of Clay's good looks. And that's what I say all the time. And IC's asking for compensation. What do you think I am? Like, I mean, what compensation? Right? The compensation is that you're here with me and you get to hang out with me for the rest of the stream. So that's where I was. So I didn't get to watch any of yesterday's game, the Canucks game against the Florida Panthers. I just know that we lost. That's really all I know. Well, I know the score, and I know that it brought our losing streak to 4 games yesterday. But I was able to come home and watch at least the highlights of today's win. And this team, it's strange because I think we have to realistically say the Canucks are not going to make the playoffs. As much as someone may want them to make the playoffs because you get excited for playoff hockey, I get excited for playoff hockey. I also must admit that they are closer to the bottom of the standings than they are to a wild card spot. So I can admit that and acknowledge that. At the same time, still get happy when they win. I know I'm not an idiot. I know that it actually hurts our chances every time our chances to get the first overall pick every time that we win. But there is something about the Canucks winning, and you could see when the Canucks scored today, when they tied it up with 20 seconds left, how excited they were. Pettersson, Miller, Besser, Horvat, Kuzmenko, and Hughes. And I think it was John Shorthouse even said on the broadcast, now tell me they don't care. These guys are professionals. They want to win. But so I was happy for them while acknowledging where we are in the standings. And I basically came to a realization over the weekend that, it didn't really matter. The team they're not going to perform based on what I want them to do. But I'm at peace, even though I can't say it. I'm at peace as to whatever happens. If the Canucks end up going on some crazy win streak and almost make the playoffs or make the playoffs, I'll be at peace with that. If they end up losing more games and get closer to the bottom of the standings and the Connor Bedard sweepstakes, I'll be at peace with that. I really am, because I still want to cover this team. I want to cover it in a positive way, and I want to cover it in a way that is entertaining and hopefully informative to all of you, and give you a chance to express yourselves in a fair, in a safe, I should say, and non-judgmental play. So that's kind of where I'm at right now, just in case you're wondering. But true, I'm truly at peace. In my heart of hearts, I want them to win. But in my heart of hearts, I know that every loss means they increase their chances at a phenomenal player and a bunch of great players at the top of this draft. You might say, well, Clay, that's kind of wishy-washy. That's kind of on the fence, but that's where I am right now because it doesn't affect my mood. Honestly, it doesn't. If the Canucks win, I'm not going to rub it in people's faces, but the Canucks lose, I'm not going to be all grumpy and let it affect my mood either because they're more important things than the Canucks as much as I spend a lot of time, energy, and money. And I love this team. You guys know how much I love the team, but truly, I'm at peace with what happens with this team. Having said that, we have a game to talk about really quickly. So let's do that. As you know, I like to put up the stats so we can kind of all see what we're talking about. And Statsny scores is actually the first two Carolina score games were actually, before I get to this, I want to acknowledge Lucas' donation. Legendary Lucas Gates comes through with a $5 donation. Choo choo. Well said. We need to understand we're all Canucks through thick and thin. That's what we are. And a hashtag, let's be fans, not foes. Yeah, we can. I agree with you 100%, Lucas. We can all be fans. We can express our fandom differently. And I certainly aren't here to gatekeep any of that. So thank you, Lucas, once again for the donation. Let's give Lucas some love in the chat. I see a lot of people agreeing with me in the chat, which is great. I don't say that to ask you to agree with me. I just express my opinion and you're welcome to agree or disagree. But yeah, that's kind of where we are right now. The first two Hurricanes goals come from turnovers from Canucks forwards. Jack Studnicka turns the puck over in his own zone, and then Svechnikov does a really nice play across to Stastny. One-timer. Colin Delia has no chance. 1-0, just 2 minutes in. So an early goal and a late goal. Then Martinook scores. Miller tries to clear the zone, tries to get to Horvat, but Horvat had already blown the zone. So I don't know if you blame Miller, you blame Horvat. Miscommunication. And then Martinook puts a rebound behind Delia. 2-0 after one. Ethan Bear, great story. Not only with the Gino connection, but scores in his return to his not his hometown, but his former team. And that was a really, actually, Studnicka makes up for his earlier error, wins a race in the corner, gives it to Kuzmenko, and he goes cross seam, kind of similar to the Svechnikov goal. Svechnikov to Stastny goal. Goes cross seam. Ethan Bear, nice little shot, high, short side, 2-1. So that's a late goal going into the third. Then in the third, JT Miller. You gotta love this Hughes to Miller combination, especially when it's Hughes being patient. And Miller, you watch a replay of this goal. He starts on Hughes' left, streaks up down the side, then cuts through the middle, and Hughes gets him in full stride. JT Miller gets a wicked shot off, actually goes off the crossbar and the post, and then beats all of the Carolina defenders, splits them, and puts the puck in. A great effort by Miller. Wonderful pass by Hughes. 2-2. Then you think it's going to end because Slavin outweights the Canucks D and Canucks forecheckers. Teravainen, touch pass, and then Aho blows past Luke Shen, blows past Colin Delia, and with 3 minutes left, Carolina goes up 3-2, and you're like, oh no, not another one where the Canucks lose despite a really good effort. But then, speaking of good effort, 17 seconds left, Brock Besser puts a rebound past the goaltender. And if you rewatch this replay of the final shift, the final minute, I should say, in the Carolina zone, there's like 2 or 3 different plays where Carolina had a chance to get the puck out. I know Miller batted and made a really nice interception once. I know Hughes did a really good job of keeping the puck alive once. And all these little kind of 50-50 plays went the Canucks' way. It's all the guys touched it, actually. Miller keeps it in, gets it to Hughes on the sideboards. He gets it down to Kuzmenko. Actually, I think it was Hughes that passes it to Kuzmenko. Someone passes it to Kuzmenko, gets a shot off. No, Kuzmenko gives it to Horvat. Horvat gets the shot off, and then Besser comes from behind the net and puts it past the goaltender. A really, really great effort. And then, like I said, the Canucks celebrated really well. They obviously wanted to win this game. And then in the shootout, wow, where have we seen this? The Canucks scored 2 out of the 3 goals in the by the way, overtime was crazy. There's good chances either way, 3 or 4 chances for each team, including another great Hughes to Miller feed for a 2-0 breakaway with Horvat. Actually, I didn't know if he knew that Horvat was behind him, because he could have easily gone to his backhand, drew the goalie out there, and then put it cross crease, and Horvat would have empty net, but it happened so fast. Burns hits the crossbar, I think. Kuzmenko backs the goalie in and puts it by him. Svechnikov backs Delia in, puts it by him. JT Miller gets stopped. Then Teravainen misses the net, I think. And then Pettersson scores a beautiful Forsberg-like shootout goal to win the game for the Canucks. And also in overtime, Pettersson made a really, really nice play on who was coming in for Carolina and was it Pesce? Had a wide open look at Delia, and Pettersson stuck his stick in there and deflected it over the glass. So overall, I thought the Canucks played quite well. And it was a common theme, actually. Despite them losing 4 of their 5 games, there wasn't one game in there that was a stinker from a standpoint the Canucks didn't work really hard and weren't probably more deserving of a better fate. Shots were even, face-offs pretty even. No one scored on the power play, but the Canucks out-hit and out-blocked the Hurricanes. And we saw that a lot, I think, against Tampa and or Pittsburgh. The Canucks also had better hustle stats. Maybe not Pittsburgh, but I think in the Tampa game for sure, because I remember talking about that in one of my streams. And then you see Besser with 5 shots on goal, Miller 4 shots on goal, Mikheyev with 3, then forwards, Lockwood had 3 hits, Pettersson had 3 hits, which is awesome, and Kuzmenko is multi-2 assists there. On the back end, Hughes, of course, Bear, and then 7 hits for Shen, 3 shots on goal for Bear, and then a lot of guys getting blocks, everyone except Kyle Burrows. Kyle Burrows, by the way, in for Riley Steelman, and Colin Delia making 29 saves on 32 shots. So overall, and a very disciplined game by both teams. So overall, I thought it was a great effort by the Canucks, and happy to see them win, full value for the win. And they come home, unfortunately, at 1-4. Another donation from Lucas Gates. Arizona third leaked, 1 word, yuck. I have not seen it. I will look it up in a little bit. A couple things I want to bring up. Thank you again, Lucas, for the donation. Appreciate it. There's something I want to get to. I think it was Dogwood. Yeah, here it is. I was a defenseman. And I love finding a forward that I could lead with a breakout pass or even a partial breakaway. It's incredibly special. It is special. It puts the defense on their toes, and the Canucks simply, aside from Hughes, don't have enough defensemen who can create that play. And legendary Justin Credible. It's his birthday. Shouldn't I be getting something for him? But instead, he blesses me and this community with a $50 donation. Well, who am I kidding? I guess he's blessing me, which I like to try and reinvest in the community. But Justin, thank you. This is deserving of a choo, choo, choo. Not sure what happened to that train. Sounded like it was dying getting on the station. But thank you, Justin, for that $50 donation. I can't help but feel extremely blessed. I want to extend these blessings to you all. Use this donation to run 2 contests. One on your Twitter and one either here or in your Instagram for 2 $25 van-based gift cards. Wow, that is awesome. I will, Justin. So what I'm going to do is I won't run the contest tonight because I like to have the form set up and everything. So tomorrow night, I will run a contest then for anyone who's on the stream tomorrow night, if that's okay. So tomorrow I will do a $25. No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. I can do this. No, let's do it. Tomorrow night, $25 gift card to Van Base, courtesy of Justin Credible, that I will purchase. So that will be tomorrow night's stream. And then throughout the week, I'll do it on Twitter. Justin. I will figure out a way to run a contest on there. Or maybe Instagram. Let me think about it. Justin, I'll contact you later. But yes, I will take care of this week. Thank you for the donation that we are going to put right back into the community. So thank you, Justin. And we will take care of that for, we'll do at least one of the giveaways tomorrow for sure. Awesome. 100 people in here, which is great. which is great. Only 30 likes, which isn't great. So let's bump that up. So I invite you to like the video right now, and we can keep on going with the show. So let's save the current state of the Canucks talk for another time, because I want to spend a few minutes honoring Gino Odjick. Gino passed away today at the young age of 52 years old. And he was drafted by the Canucks way back in 1990. He was in the 5th round. He was a second pick. So he's 86th overall. Does that sound right? In the 5th round? Yeah, because they only had 21 teams back then. That makes sense. So he was the 5th round, second pick in that 5th round. So 86 overall. And he was drafted when he was basically just turning 20 years old. And I'll show you some of the stats here, because to see Gino's stats, it's quite something, actually. So let's take a look at it here. He was, like I said, he was drafted in 1990, as you can see, 5th round. And when you look at his career, 605 games played, 2,500 penalty minutes. So he averaged more than 4 penalty minutes a game. Just think about that. 4 minutes a game. Yeah. So, it's not like he had no skill. This isn't bad. 130 for a supposed enforcer. Well, no, sorry. He was an enforcer, but 137 points in. So, that looks like a 0.2, just over 0.2 points per game, which isn't bad right now. But when I'm talking about almost 2,600 penalty minutes, it's the way he got them. So look, he played his first 8 seasons with the Canucks. He had 348 penalty minutes and in only 65 games, then 370 penalty minutes and 371. So he had over 300 penalty minutes 3 times in his career and almost got it here in 296. Yeah, just think about that. It's crazy. It's crazy. We all love Gino because he was the best teammate, and we've heard the tributes pouring in. Everyone from Stan Smeel to Bruce Boudreau to Ethan Bear to Bo Horvat. And he was the quintessential teammate. As Stan Smeel said, he would drag teammates into the fight, but not unwillingly. He would be the first one to stand up for them. By the way, let's just finish this off. He went from Vancouver, then got traded to the Islanders. Then he had short stints in Philly and Montreal before retiring in 2002. And then he did indeed. 2014, he was diagnosed with a heart condition that was going to only give him a few months to live. But look at that. He made it 8.5 years past that. So much like he was a fighter on the ice, Gino showed his fighting spirit in outlasting any of the doctor's predictions. Angus asked to show his penalty shot. So let's see if I can get this up here and show it on a larger scale. If I can full screen this. Gino Odjick and Hunt. Oh, I went too fast. Okay, let's watch it one more time.
Here we go. It's Gino Odjick and Hunt.
Look at that celebration. Look how happy he is. Look how the fans are happy for him. His teammates are happy for him.
I think he could run for election right now in BC.
By the way, look at those flying skate jerseys. Those white. Because remember, you used to wear the home jerseys, the white jerseys at home.
The puck was rolling when he ended up shooting it. Watch Odjick come in on Vernon, has trouble controlling the puck. It stands
Look at the puck.
and then he just snaps it.
The puck is actually rolling. So Gino's not the best puck handler, obviously. But yeah, the puck was rolling on him, and he puts it past Mike Vernon. Pretty cool stuff, for sure. I think I missed one donation. Yes, Carol, thank you for the donation. Choo-choo. Hi, Clay. I was wondering how close you are to 10K. Thank you for this Canucks community and all the wonderful people in it. Well, you're most welcome, Carol. You are a huge part of it. Not super close. It's kind of slowed down a little bit. I'm at 9635. I've kind of been in the 9600s all month actually, December and January. So it has slowed down. I do think that it would be, I would get more subscribers if the Canucks were doing better, quite frankly. And maybe, I don't want to change my philosophy, my style just for the sake of getting new subscribers, but maybe I may have to freshen things up a little bit or just slow and steady wins the race. I'll get there eventually. And as much as you see it everywhere, I flash it, road to 10 Clay or whatever. I'll get there. But it might take I don't want to do sensationalist vlogs or clickbaity things or run a bunch of gimmicky contests, whatever, just to boot the subscriber rate. But if you know people that are Canucks fans or hockey fans, but mostly Canucks fans that aren't subbed to me yet, yeah, please go ahead and invite your friends to do so. Rome says Bure told Gino to go stick side. Oh, that's interesting. Mike Vernon looks tiny there. Yeah, all goalies look tiny there down there for sure, especially back in the day. And then Sidhu says, what I heard that Bear's goal came just moments after he learned of Gino's passing. The puck went up and hit the bar and then went in. It's like as if a sign from heaven. Well, Ethan Bear was quick to credit Gino and say, yes, indeed, that maybe Gino had his hand in that shot, on that shot for sure, which is pretty exciting. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. It's already been half an hour, actually. I'm going to do a quick sponsor read. I'll do 10 minutes of your questions, and then I will wrap up this part of the stream, and then we'll come back and we'll do something fun and play a couple games because it is indeed Sunday. All right, so hold your questions for a second or your comments just for a second until I get through this next part. Shout out to my primary sponsor, Van City Experts Real Estate. Contact Jason Lim and his team for all of your real estate needs. Shout out to my secondary sponsor, Perform and Transform, personal training and weight loss. Sign up now for a free 7-day trial. Use the link performtransform. Actually, don't use that link because I know I had to check in with Coach Patrick, and he is revising his website right now. So don't use that link, but let me know if you indeed want Coach Patrick to contact you because he's, I'm actually going to have him on the show in a couple weeks. Actually, got a couple guests that are going to come up in the next 2 Sundays. So a week from today, I hope to have Trevor Lai, who is the designer of the Lunar New Year jerseys. I hope to have him on my show. And then 2 Sundays from now, I hope to have Coach Patrick from Perform and Transform on my show just to talk a bit about what he does and give him some love. So still consider it, performandtransform.ca. I will find out about some type of referral code before my stream tomorrow so I have accurate info. Shout out to Gassy Jack Art, maker of this fine artwork, including this wonderful, this wonderful Gino print that I will gladly display for the next little while. Also wearing the flying skate, which is pretty cool. And to Monkey 9 Brewing, my eternal sponsor as well. By the way, I found out about Vessi. My discount code does not work there, but they're still sponsoring me. They moved to a different model where it's an affiliate model. So what that means is once in a while, every new campaign they have, they will sponsor me. And then I'm supposed to help promote whatever they're coming out with next. So stay tuned. I will still be partnering with Vessi. I'm just waiting for the next campaign to launch. I hope all of that makes sense. Also, my mid-show reminder, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Like the video, leave donations, become a member, upgrade your membership, gift memberships, and rate and review if you're listening on a podcast platform. Okay, friends, let's get to all of your questions for the next 5, let's say 10 minutes or so. And starting now. Whatever you want to talk about, I am here for you. I'm on Team Tank, but today's win is for Gino. I've heard many, many Team Tank members on the same page, which is really nice to see. Well, you can tell that I'm at peace. I don't think the Canucks... I said the T word. I didn't say it like I want the Canucks to do it, nor I didn't use the T word in the same sentence as the Canucks. But to be fair, I should acknowledge it when you guys mention the word because it's you guys saying it, not me. So thank you, IC. I hear what you're saying. So chalk one up for Team Tank for you, I see. Fango, do you think Hammy should be considered for Canucks Ring of Honor? Sure, he wasn't as good as Edler. Yeah, I think I don't think he's Ring of Honor material. I don't think he was here long enough. Fango, he was good, but I don't think he was here long enough. The brilliance of Burke in the 99 draft was trading up to not only secure second but third overall picks. I wonder the Canucks can repeat that by trading up for first round picks and get lottery lucky. Yeah, that story, the way Burke finagled that, is of legend. What do you think of the Canucks drafting Sandin Peleka? Right-handed D-man, probably going to go in the mid-first round. Swedish. Yeah, I don't know much about him, so I'm going to trust you. If you think he's good, then, but if he's supposed to go in the mid-first round, that's probably not the best. I think the Canucks will be picking higher than that, quite frankly. No, Kelly, I've not seen any. I've not seen many Kuzmenko jerseys because I think people want to make sure that he's going to sign here again instead of just 1 year. I love PD wearing the A. I think he's the next captain. Hello, RNG. Do you see the Habs the most likely Canadian team to get Bedard? Yeah, right now Montreal and Vancouver are kind of very close to each other in the standings. If the Canucks do indeed get Rick Tocchet, you think OEL will ask for a trade since he doesn't like him as a coach? No, I don't think. I don't go that far to think there's that in play. I think they're both professionals and they'll try and make it work. Hi, Harry. I was very well. I wasn't watching the game, so when I heard about it, I was very happy when Besser scored. And I did not watch the game, so I can't tell you who stood out to me. Interesting week coming up. Rutherford will talk to media tomorrow about Pearson's misdiagnosis, and Elliot Friedman saying Tocchet Vancouver is confirmed. Does Bruce make it to Wednesday? Wow. I do think Bruce makes it to Wednesday. But yeah, there's going to be lots to talk about for sure. Thanks. I didn't know that Rutherford is going to talk tomorrow to the media. That's very interesting, Ricky. Thank you for that. No, I see. I just blew right through it, and I even said Team T as well. I did not watch the Kraken game. 5 goals in 341. That is crazy. If Canucks player was on Big Brother Canada, who do you think would have a good chance at winning that show? Well, it's got to be someone who's strategic, kind of coy. Maybe Quinn Hughes. Although I never watched that show. I find this odd. JT Miller was the leading scorer last season, but yet I've rarely or possibly never seen any Canucks fans wear his jersey. Using the leading scorer will be a popular jersey pick. Well, I remember this year, Kelly, I think there's a few factors. Up until this summer, this past summer, we didn't know about his future here. I think people would much rather get a Horvat, Besser, Pettersson, or Hughes jersey ahead of Miller. I'm not sure if they're gonna beat the heck out of Sergachev, but we'll see. Maybe someone will do something to him. Oh, I didn't know Gino's son was named Bure. I did not know that. And no, I've not seen many Miller jerseys either. I enjoyed seeing Abby team this weekend. Interesting that Vancouver won today while Abby lost. Yesterday's roles were reversed. Imagine Gino around when Garland got punched. Yes. I don't think Sergachev would have done that if Gino was around. By the way, Filmer, were you there when Jack Rathbone got hurt? That looked really, really scary. Harry, great question. I have met Gino before, but it was very, very brief. Very brief. Edmund thinks Boudreau should get let go tomorrow. If the Canucks did a video tribute for Gino, what song would you pick? Eye of the Tiger, Simply the Best, something like that. Yeah, good question. See, it's about Garland. I simply think that his style is not the most conducive to a cohesive team. And I'm not saying he's selfish at all. I'm sure he's a great teammate, but I think he often looks busier than he actually is. And I just think he's hard to play with. He's hard to predict a little bit. He hustles. He tries really hard, but he's kind of unorthodox in the way he gains his own and the way he stick handles. So I actually think it's hard to read. And if you keep getting different line mates, it's hard to build chemistry. Yeah, I heard he has to give 4 weeks as well to TNT. Yeah, Pettersson's move in the shootout was awesome. Rome also feels bad for Boudreau. Do you think the Canucks should retire Gino's number? I don't think, Harry, they're going to retire the number. Is Gino in the Ring of Honor right now? I should know this. Ring of Honor Canucks. No, Gino is not in the Ring of Honor. I actually think that would be a more appropriate tribute to him. I met Gino at Library Square. A blurry dark picture somewhere on my ancient Blackberry curve. A legend. Agreed. Thank you for sharing that, Ricky. Bruce is getting disrespected. I'm going to keep showing up until they tell me not to. Yes, I saw that as well. It's not great. Yeah, I don't think they should bring in Tocchet right now unless they really want him and they don't want to lose him to another team. Thank you, Fillmore. Was in the control room. Yeah. The only replay I saw was that far angle, so you couldn't really see closely what happened. Jasker, I don't think anything happens if Tocchet gets hired. I think OEL will be too professional. Will be professional about it for sure. I'm doing great drumming. It was in Seattle all weekend. Hope you're doing well as well. Besser has picked up his game for sure. Back in the day when he was on the team and Roger Nielsen started the towel waving, I really like to see the white jersey as the home jersey. Yeah, one of the reasons why they wear the dark jerseys at home, because there's just, actually, I don't know. At first I thought it was marketing, right? Isn't it? Aren't the colored jerseys aren't they easier to sell because then there's more different colors throughout the thing. You're not just wearing white. I don't know actually, but I do. Obviously back in the 90s, they were still wearing the lights at home and the darks away. Basketball does it the other way, right? Doesn't basketball, they wear a light at home? I can't remember anymore. I think management wants to give Tocchet some games to get his systems in before the season ends so the players can have some time. That would make sense. Sneps is in the Ring of Honor. He is. So should Gino. Why him as the next coach? Yeah, Rutherford and Alvin like him. I thought Raymond was good. A lot of speed. I thought he was good. In fact, and he'd probably be even better in today's NHL. Hope they keep Horvat and trade Pearson. Going to be hard to trade Pearson though if he's injured. Hey Jeremy, is the season a lost cause or is there hope? If your hope means making the playoffs, I think it's pretty lost cause. You just realistically, you have to look at the numbers. Pedersen really likes the Forsberg. Good for him to keep doing it, but he needs to try something different now to impress me. Well, respectfully, Jasker, I'm not sure he's doing this to impress you. I think he's doing it to win hockey games, and it's working. Nobody wants to talk about his gambling history. Rutherford is buddies with Tocchet when they served together in Pittsburgh when Rutherford was GM and Tocchet was assistant coach and won 2 cups. There are 2 cups. Basketball jersey scheme is white and dark, can be worn at home, but it's mostly white. Thank you. What's the most humorous thing you've seen at a Canucks game? One funny one was when, I don't know who he plays for now, but when he was playing for Pittsburgh, receiver Chase Claypool, and it was a night where the Canucks were wearing their flying skate jerseys, actually. They beat Calgary 7-1 or 7-2, and then I think he said something like a touchdown, 7 points is a touchdown in football. The Calgary Flames suck so bad, and it goes. It was actually. I don't think it was supposed to be so intentionally funny, but I thought it was absolutely hilarious. All right, I better wrap up here. Yes, actually, I should wrap up here because I want to take care of a couple things, and I still want to try and end by 11:30. So there's 100 of you in here, which is amazing. Thank you to everyone. Stay tuned because when I come back, I'm going to do a special phone call, play a couple games, and wrap up properly. So I'm going to wrap up this part of the podcast right now, and then I will come right back and we will play the game. So don't go away unless you don't want to be part of the phone call or hear the phone call, or if you don't want to play any of these games. But if you want to stick around, just give me 30 seconds or give me a minute while I wrap this up, and then we'll get right back into the show. So thank you, moderators, for your good work. Thank you, legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Justin Credible, legendary Andrew Chang, Hall of Fame and franchise members as well. And thanks to everyone who donated, and especially Justin and Lucas, and I think it was Carol, and I always got to be careful when I start listing out people who donated because then I always forget someone. So everyone who donated, thank you. Thank you. I know Lucas had quite a few in there. I know Justin had the big one. I know Carol was in there as well. And if I missed anyone, I apologize. So thank you to everyone who donated. And thanks to all of you for sticking with me. On your way out, subscribe, like the video, leave a donation, become a member, upgrade your membership, rate and review on a podcast platform. Thank you, Van City Experts Real Estate. Thank you, Perform and Transform Personal Training and Weight Loss. And thanks to all of you for sticking with me on a Sunday night. Stick around. I'll be right back in about 20 seconds, and we will continue on with the show. Tomorrow night, me and Parker at 10 p.m., Canucks After Dark. Then my own show at 11. I'll be giving away a $25 gift card to Van Base, courtesy of birthday boy, Just Incredible. So as always, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Tomorrow, Sean and I are going to get new glasses. And after that, we'll see. God bless, and go Canucks go. Stick around. Booyah. Okay, welcome back. Time to make a phone call. I hope this person's ready. We sort of planned it.
Hello.
Happy birthday.
Hey, Clay. How's it going?
I'm good. How are you, Justin?
I'm doing good.
So everyone probably figured out that. Okay, I just want to make sure I can hear it. Okay, good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can't hear you, but I'm going to try and do it so with this new microphone. We're going to try. You know, it's so confusing. I'm not sure you're watching on the stream. You know, I talk here, but the sound comes out here. Keep talking.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to go like that. We're going to go like that. I just don't want to show your number. Oh, no, you can't see your number. Okay, I'm going to go like this and stick it right on the microphone. Say one more thing.
How's it going?
Okay,
Can you
I think
hear
that's
me?
good. I think that's good. I think that's good. Happy birthday, brother. Do you care to divulge your age?
I am 35 today.
35 today. Okay.
35.
So I'm only 13 and a half years older than you. Not as bad as I thought.
That's correct. Can we see Justin's number?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know, it's funny. It is on speakerphone. Someone said put it on speaker. Rosero, it is on speaker. And I've pumped it up as loud as I can. Actually, hold on. Talk again.
Testing?
Oh, you know why? I'm so stupid. The sound's coming out from here. Justin, can you see me on the screen? This is so confusing because I have my camera here. I have one stream here. I have one stream there. I have one stream over here. And I'm completely confused right now. Okay. And I keep saying okay. So I think what it is when it's not on speaker, I'm supposed to hear here, like from my ear. But when it's on speaker, it's supposed. So I think this is gonna be the best now. Okay. Enough technical issues. What did you do today to celebrate or this weekend?
I did a lot. Today I went to play around in mini golf. We went for dinner. Spent the day celebrating with a few friends, trying to respond to as many messages as I can.
Yep.
I know a lot of people left text messages, friends, family, a lot of Facebook messages. I was trying to get to as many as I can, considering how busy I was. But it was a lot of fun. It was actually one of my better birthdays in the last few years.
Awesome. So if you had to rank your birthdays, this was one of the better ones.
It was definitely one of my better ones, for sure. Definitely. Very memorable, for sure, for a lot of reasons. So.
Awesome. I love some of these chats. Shannon says that you're still a spring chicken compared to me. Yeah, me, Shannon, Coach Rob, I think we got a combined age of about over 160 and then or 150. And then I love Drum Inc. Saying, yeah, basically picture this as 90 people giving you a call right now, 85 people giving you a phone call.
That is crazy. Well, everyone is too kind. You know, everyone in the community is just, you've been absolutely amazing with all the birthday greetings and everything. So I truly appreciate that.
And thank you for the generous donation too. And yes, I will.
Yeah, no worries. No worries.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll let you organize and plan that as you see fit. But I definitely think that, there's so many blessings in my life. I just definitely want to extend that out to such a big part of the community. This channel, you especially, and this community on YouTube has given me so many things to be absolutely grateful for. So, it's an absolute privilege to be a part of the community, and it's just an extension of my gratefulness and gratitude to you and towards everyone in the community, just to be able to bless others.
Well said. Well said. Well, thank you. I know not just me, you know how much and I don't just say this on Twitter, I actually mean it when I say I appreciate your support, but more importantly, I do appreciate your friendship. And I think that goes a long way for sure. And you know that too. You know that.
Absolutely.
All right. I'm going to ask you a couple Canucks questions. They come back from this road trip 1-4. Good effort in all 5 games. I think you'd agree. The results, not a surprise. Yeah. And I know that, how should I say this? No, I'll just say it. You've taken a more realistic approach.
Yep.
Yeah. So where are you sitting at with the team right now?
Honestly, I will give them the fact that a lot of the games on this road trip were very close. I'm not sure if I'm coming across, but very close games, 1-goal games. Very, very tough road trip. A lot of serious contenders: Winnipeg, Pittsburgh, Carolina, Tampa. Some of the juggernauts of the league. The fact that we hung in there, obviously I'm taking a much more realistic approach, and I obviously want them to get the best draft pick possible. And honestly, I will be the first to admit I was hoping as soon as Carolina went up 3-2, I was like, okay, that's it's good for the team. It's short-term pain for long-term gain. But I'll give them credit. They found a way to tie it up with 17 seconds, and found a way to win in the shootout with a gorgeous move. Pedersen's Forsberg move in the shootout was absolutely gorgeous.
Still doesn't impress Jaskrin, though.
Yeah. Well, I think it takes a lot to impress Jaskrin, so we'll see.
Your phone number would impress him, but don't worry, I'm not going to display that on the screen.
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, if they come back home, we'll see what they can do. But I definitely want them to try to get the best draft pick possible to, rebuild. It's a long-term coming, so
yeah,
it's much needed for the team.
Awesome. By the way, Drum Inc. with a $1.39 donation. Choo-choo. Thank you, Drum Inc. Appreciate that. And I love this. Shannon says, Coach Rob phoned her at the same time I was phoning you to make it sound like that I was calling her. Shannon, don't worry. We will take that for all Hall of Fame and Legend members. We will get you. My goal is to get everyone on here at least once for you guys. So that is pretty funny. That is very good. But by the way, Jaskrin says Justin is 19 years older than me. So that means I am 33 years. No, 19 plus 13, 32 years. Oh, now I feel sick. Now I feel sick. Okay, one last thing. When are you working next, and when are you going to watch next?
I might not be working for a while, to be honest. I got tickets to the Tampa Bay game on Wednesday. Yep. I will be going to the Colorado game on Friday.
Nice.
So, I'll be at the next 2 games at least, and then I will be working the Chinese New Year game for sure against Chicago. So.
Okay, that sounds very close to me. I can't go this Wednesday because it's church night, but I will be there. My goal is I see Friday, Saturday, and I might even miss bowling on Tuesday to go to Lunar New Year. So we'll see. We will see.
That should be a fun one.
Oh, absolutely. Well, thank you, my man. I'm going to get going. Well, stay on the stream. I'm going to play the couple games. If you're around, I'm going to give you honorary first guess for 2 of the 3 games. So which ones do you want first guess for?
Either or. I'm surprised. I'm good for whichever games.
Okay, I'm going to give you the first guess for Gordle. Which one's the pitcher? No, Ordle. I'm going to give you first guess for Ordle, not for the middle one of Gordle, and then I'll give you first guess for Wordle. Sound good?
Okay, let's do that.
Don't worry, that won't be my only gift to you. I'll do something nicer to you for you than just give you 2 guesses on the game, but we'll see.
You're plenty nice enough, but
oh, you're too good. All right, man. Once again, happy birthday. God bless you. Thanks for everything, and
Thank you.
We'll chat soon.
All right, see you around.
Okay, get ready. I'll see you in the chat like in 10 seconds.
For sure.
Okay, thanks, man.
Thanks, guys.
Okay. Bye. That was legendary, just incredible, awesome. I am going to give him the first guess. So let's move now to our games. Remember, if you've played already, do not wreck it for everyone else. A very simple request. Do not wreck it for everyone else. So Justin, not sure if you can see this on the screen. You get first guess as to who this is. All right, Justin, whenever you're ready, give me a name and I'll type it in. Drum, the rules for this game is we got to figure out who this guy is. He's got very square arms, you notice. Thaddeus might wreck it. Yeah, that's another story. I haven't seen him for a while. Just waiting for Justin's guess here as he gets back on the stream. Okay, he guesses Jordan Eberle. Jordan Eberle. So we got the fact that he's a right-hander. He is a Canadian player, younger than 32. So we need a young to mid-age guy, a Canadian who's right-handed, and this is the biggest key, who does not play in the Western Conference. So let's move over to the Eastern Conference now, and I will take, I don't know their handedness, so I don't care about that. Let's take it, let's get someone, actually, let's go with Harry's, Matthew Barzal, because he is at least in the Eastern Conference. Oh, shoot. But we know he's a right winger. That was my bad. But at least we got the Canadian. He is right-handed. And we now know that he's taller than 6'1", and he's between 25 and 32 years old. And he's Eastern Conference. Oh, and this is important. We now know that it's an Atlantic Division player. So I'll try and take a right-handed right winger born in Canada from the Atlantic Division. Oh, man. Yeah, thanks, Rosie. I forgot that Barzal was a center. So right-handed Canadian player from the Atlantic Division. That's Boston, Buffalo, Tampa, Toronto, Montreal, Ottawa, Detroit, Florida. Any of those teams. Isn't Marchand older than 32, though? I think Marchand's too old. Taylor Hall? Who does Hall play for? Oh, Boston, right? I can't believe I just typed Hall in the chat. I meant to put it. Let's try that. Let's try that. Oh, man. And he's wrong hand. I think Tavares is older than 30. He's got to be younger than 31 now. I think Tavares is too old. Pretty sure. And I think Marchand's too old. But Marner is not too old. Is Marner right-handed, though? Is Marner right-handed? Oh, I think we're right. I saw. Oh, good guess though. Now, okay, so well, it's actually stuff that we already knew. Right-handed right winger, but he doesn't play for Toronto, so he doesn't play for Boston or Toronto. So it's not Marner, but we're getting closer. Hey, King Louie, hope you're doing well. Just playing a couple games before you wrap up. We are trying to get to this player. This player with very square arms, as you can see. A right winger in the Atlantic Division who's Canadian. Cole Caulfield? There's no way Caulfield's older than 25, though. Yeah, that's what I thought, too, because he got drafted the same year as Podkolzin. So we know he's not a Bruin. We know he's not a Maple Leaf. We know we're not going to cheat. We need a right-handed right winger who's Canadian, who's between the age of 25 and 31. DeBrincat, who plays for Ottawa. Let's try that one. DeBrincat. Oh, DeBrincat's American. Okay, I gotta be more I gotta be more discerning here. Sorry, guys. I'm going with you guys. Uh-oh, we only have 3 more guesses. Josh Anderson. Nicely done, Jastrin. It was a little bit close, but we did indeed get Josh Anderson. Right winger, 28 years old, big guy, 6'3", 218, playing for the Montreal Canadiens. Great job, Jastrin. So you saved our butt there. So this is the one we are not going to give the first guess to. So I'll take the first name I see in the chat that is 6 letters in length. What's the name that I'm going to type first? So we're playing Gordle. Malkin is the first name I see, and I like that because it has 2 vowels in there and gets rid of some popular consonants. Okay, not bad. So we know there's an I in the 5th position, and we know there's a K and an N somewhere else. So I'll take the next guess I see that's got an I here, and then a K and N in other places. Orpik is only 5 letters. It's got to be 6 letters long. This one's tricky. This one's tricky because not a lot of names have K. Well, I guess some do. Does anyone's name end in IK? Something Kubalik? No. No, that's 7 letters. Hasek? No, that's only 5 letters. No, we need an N in there too. Oh, this one's tricky. Who the heck is a Slakvin? There's Jacob Slavin, but there's no, it doesn't end in IN. Sakic, Wolf Girl, good guess, but that's only 5 letters. It's got to be 6 letters. And it's got to have an N in it too. Nick. I was thinking of reversing the N and the K, but does anyone's name end in Nick? Knit. Costin. No, it can't be Costin because it doesn't end in an N. Malkin, Costin, E. Jaskrin, you're welcome to guess it as long as you're not cheating, which I know you don't. You're welcome to guess it. Don't feel bad. Go ahead, Jaskrin. You're welcome to guess. Oh, Daniel Winnick. Nice, Jaskrin. Jaskrin is so good at these games. Look at that. Wow, Jastrin is the master. Good job. Okay, Justin, we're going back to you. As the birthday boy, you get the first Wordle guess. And Wolf Girl, press live on your thing. I think you're like a minute behind me or 2 minutes behind me. All right, Justin, this is for you. Maybe you should type Justin. Maybe we should guess the word birth. No, that's not a good first guess. Spoil. What kind of word is that? Well, it's your birthday. I don't mind the 2 vowels. Actually, I take it back. I don't mind the 2 vowels, and I do like the S and the L. P, maybe not so much. What the heck? Oh. I got so excited, Justin. I thought we would have got it when it revealed the S and the P. So we know there's an S and a P, and we know there's an I somewhere. So I'll take any, it doesn't have to be Justin. I'll take anyone's guess, but it's got to start with an S and a P, and it's got to have an I in there too. Spike works. Okay, I know this one. Oh, or maybe I know this one. Oh, I better stop. Spine didn't work. Spite didn't work. Spire. Like an architectural thing. Oh, Jaskirin. Oh, no, it was Jaspreet, actually. And Jaskirin come in with the save. I got a little too excited. I thought we were going to nail that right away. Very good. Well, friends, it's past 11:30. I'm over the hour, so I will wrap up here. Really appreciate everyone being here tonight, especially if you've been here from the very start and that you stuck all the way through. Once again, happy birthday to Justin Incredible, and it was great to have him on the show. If you are a Hall of Fame or a legend, that is one perk, if you call it that, that you can get ready for. I will have you on the stream closer whenever it's your birthday or the next closest stream. So once again, thanks everyone for being here. I'm happy to be home, back in my familiar bed, my familiar surroundings, back in Richmond. Jacob had a great bowling weekend. We had the Canucks winning today. We had the unfortunate passing of Gino, and we had the wonderful celebration for Justin's birthday. So once again, on your way out, make sure you subscribe, like, donate, become a member, upgrade your membership. Thank you to legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Justin Incredible, the birthday boy, legendary Andrew Chang, Hall of Fame and franchise members. Thanks to moderators, and thanks to all of you. Thanks to Van City Experts Real Estate. Thanks to Perform and Transform Personal Training and Weight Loss. Tomorrow, Canucks After Dark, Parker and me at 10 p.m. Then my own show at just after 11, and we're going to give away a $25 gift card to Van Base in honor of Justin's birthday. Okay, friends, I need to go clean up, finish unpacking, and get ready for a big work week. My next master's course starts this week. So I enjoyed my month off, but back to hitting the books, and gonna just have to be really good with my time management, as generally I am. Good with my energy management, my sleep, my exercise, my fitness, all those things, and anything that gives me life. And one of the things that gives me life is indeed this community. So thank you for being here. Always appreciate you. Never take you for granted. Actually, that should be, I think it's kind of one of my new catchphrases. I like that. Always appreciate you. Never take you for granted. There you go. Okay, friends, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. You ready for the second joke of the night? A man lost 3 fingers in a work accident. So he went to the hospital and he asked the doctor, will I be able to still drive with this hand? And the doctor replied, maybe, but I wouldn't count on it. God bless, and go Canucks go. Booyah.